Alright, I'm gonna... Hold on a sec. Anyway, so while we're at that, well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and gamers. Welcome to our stream. On our stream tonight, as well, guests are Ghost Rider and Toxic Rain.
Hello.
And we got a member in the Lepidus Grand Cinema Discord. Okay. Alright, so the reason for this stream happens to be about what's kind of going around right now on YouTube. And you're probably asking what that may be exactly. Give me one sec.
Abyssal Serpent said welcome to the server, the Master Kid.
Alright. So
The Masked Kid said thanks.
Basically what happened was around September, due to a $170, well, not $170, excuse me, $170 million
The
settlement.
Masked Kid said I was looking for a server to talk about SFM and stuff.
Sorry, I'm getting...
The Masked Kid said I'm kinda new to it all.
If you're hearing that, that's a new member of ours on our group server. Anyways, so basically it was a... kind of going over this again. It's due to a $170 million settlement with the Federal Trade Commission and the New York Attorney General. And it basically, YouTube and YouTubers are kind of having to comply with what's in short-term, not short-term, but short COPA, or in this case, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act of 1998. Now, this is because YouTube was caught violating said act by tracking children's personal data, which, for all who know that, happens to be illegal. Much like they kind of already do with preteens, which are those who are between 11 and 12, teenagers 13 through 18, and adults 18 on up. As a result, we as YouTubers and the YouTube group, Lepidus Grand Cinema, will have to kind of comply with that. Now, with our channel, Lepidus Grand Cinema, we prefer to not have our videos directed towards either audience, since we try to go for a broader audience, and not to any specific one. This makes us, in fact make us inclusive rather than exclusive, which is kind of what the direction would be, which would be exclusive. But YouTube is kind of having us be exclusive by choosing what directive audience our videos will be for, which is really detrimental to our channel. And on top of that, much like the if you like so much choose the wrong one for your channel and your videos, um, apparently you'd be kind of subject to a $45,000 fine and or a channel deletion, possibly. That being said, though, depending on what you choose, means you'll be limited to um, having what they will give you. Meaning, like, you won't be able to monetize your videos, have a comment section, and a community tab if you go for the kids uh, part. However, bear in mind this is not this stuff doesn't get enacted until like January 2020. While as for adult-friendly content, that may depend because I'm sure a lot of people already covered this already. As for that, because like I said, I personally really don't know. Personally, I'll have to check again. But now, in my opinion, this isn't so much solely YouTube's fault, even though this all kind of did, kind of going on the other side of the coin. It is well, to kind of go, it's kind of YouTube's fault, but at the same time it's not. It's just the FTC and the New York Attorney General kind of overblew the whole situation and kind of, what would be the correct thing to say? Toxic Rain.
Bottom line, I think the bottom line was that YouTube violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, and
Yeah,
yeah, the Attorney General is seeking action
yeah,
to
and the
correct
FTC. But the thing is, they kind of YouTube already has this feature. I'm sure you guys already know this, where they have this thing for your videos where if it's you want your videos to where it's like age restricted, all I have to do is just check a box in the video, and only people 18 or and above can watch the video. Anyone below 18 won't be able to watch it. Meaning there was already a feature there. But because of the FTC and the New York Attorney General, it is kind of a bit much, I would say. I mean, but the point I'm wanting to kind of make too is, what a lot of folks don't know is that YouTube is not supposed to be babysitting and or supervising your children if you are a parent. Uh, it is up to the parents to be supervising their own children. And because really YouTube is intended to be for content creators. And so in a way it's going to be kind of difficult for us for the most part because we're going to have like go through each video, decide, is it for kids, is it for adults, because of what we already said already. Now, that would mean that also that if you don't know, Ghost Rider also has a channel. He does gameplays and does voice reels as well, and that would affect him. That would affect Toxic Green, and that would affect everybody else. However,
To be fair, I don't really target my videos to a specific audience. I mean,
yeah,
if people want to watch my videos, they can, but and I do curse a fair amount in my videos, but it's
right, yeah,
moderate.
yeah. I mean, there are times when I do kind of swear myself, but that's mostly like once in a blue moon. And if I do swear, it's really more or less an accident. So, yeah, for the most part, I really do try to set a better example for the group and pretty much everyone else. But yeah, uh, Toxic Rain and Ghost Rider, did you link the stream? Because I have it in the self promotion tab on the branch group. Now, in a way, too, there is a possibility we may not get it, like viewers per se, aside from the current moderators, but that's about really it. I mean, we're not really expecting a whole lot of people, but at the same time, we're not expecting like very less people either. So this kind of leaves, but I kind of, anyway, but however, uh, on you have until at least December 9th to kind of take action with this because there are petitions out there, and there's a lot. They're almost like filled up. At the same time, you can go on to the FTC's webpage and leave a comment so that they know, so they can get your voice about the situation. Now, I personally have already signed a petition and kind of shared it around, and now it's up to our our subscribers and our viewers who also may or may not have channels to possibly do the same if you make content or are just here to watch videos. So, Toxic Rain, is there anything you want to add to the stream?
Hmm. Well, well, so far, what I was going to whatever I had to say, you were pretty much already covered. Like, for example, when you said that um these regulations seem pretty unnecessary because we're this is a website for content creators and not a daycare.
Pretty much. But at the same time, though, a lot of the reason why this is kind of happening is, again, like I said, they violated COPA, but at the same time, it's mainly their algorithm. But the thing is, though, like with the FTC and the New York Attorney General don't realize is that YouTube has an app, for kids called YouTube Kids. All right?
How do they not know of it? It's kind of obvious,
Apparently
ain't it?
not. So I mean, if your kids don't want to, or you want your kids to be actually protected on this kind of stuff, there is YouTube Kids app that you can get on like a tablet and have your kids watch the videos on there. But the other thing too is YouTube could probably have a more non-app way of doing YouTube Kids as well for computers, and they can kind of do what Second Life does, where if you're below 18, they could redirect them to either like maybe YouTube Kids and maybe if they can YouTube Teens or whatever. Even though the YouTube Teens is kind of pushing it, but still, that's just an example. And then have like the main YouTube platform. But yeah. Because, like Toxic Rain already said, this kind of thing is not really necessary. YouTube, I mean, you already have an age restricted feature to videos that people can put a check on. So I mean, by kind of like going with this, you're kind of you're kind of making it a bit more difficult for YouTubers to actually uh, make content now, because if we mess up just on one teeny tiny thing, we YouTubers end up getting a $45,000 dollar fine per video.
Which again is really unnecessary because they're basically treating everyone like they're millionaires.
I mean, our channel is not making money anyway through monetization. I mean, plus we don't even monetize our videos at all. Really, well, we haven't done it in like a long time. But that was just when the channel started, and it was just for World of Warcraft Guild at the time. But we no longer do that because, for one, if we do, we get copyright claims out the wazoo. So there's no point in even doing that. Secondly, even without the monetization, we still get copyright claims from people who either, one, don't own the rights to the track, or two, mistake a certain track for a certain song that is not even that track at all, when rather it may be one or two tracks made into one sound effect. So a lot of the money we do get with donations, we're gonna have to get that from either Patreon or PayPal. Now we're kind of on PayPal as of October last month, because somehow the donations we've been getting from Patreon aren't being transferred over to PayPal like they're supposed to. So there's kind of an issue there. So yeah. Now, that kind of out of the way, unless Ghostwriter has something more he wants to contribute to the stream for that that topic.
I just think it's really, really stupid.
Well,
I mean,
it's dumb and unnecessary, but yeah.
Because they're basically making other YouTubers pay for something that they didn't do at all. Like they didn't have any parting at all.
Right. I mean, that's a thing. We shouldn't really be checking having to do this, you two. I mean, because really, it's really you guys who messed up, and uh, now you pay the price. But that doesn't mean I won't defend you when it's warranted. You know, I'm not gonna like say like, oh, you're bad, we're gonna attack you, or no, we're not gonna do that. We may be kind of like a devil's advocate, but in to be, but to your defense, what the FTC and the New York Attorney General are doing, uh, is a bit much. I mean, you guys already have a feature where people can check the age restricted. Though, to be fair, people don't really use that anyway, so that's kind of probably an issue there. So that leads us to another thing. I mean, I know we're not gonna get a whole lot of views anyway. We'll probably get it later or whatever. But the thing is that uh, it's gonna be for our channel specifically. It's gonna be kind of hard on us because the content we make, again, as I've already said, and I'm gonna say it again, our channel is meant for a broad audience. We don't have a specific directed audience because that would be exclusive rather than inclusive, and would be really kind of hurt our channel the most in terms of what kind of videos we have to at least get if we end up getting little to no views because of it, possibly.
It's really frustrating.
Now, I believe Charmix already made a video about it, and I believe his channel is a reaction channel, and he's talking about this, and at least both him and I kind of are in agreement to that. Where it's not really YouTube's fault, but at the same time, it kind of is too, because of the whole tracking personal data that doesn't need to be tracked. I know it's for the algorithm, but the algorithm should not have to do with what the person's age is. It should be based from that said content alone. But, however, I've already said my piece on that, and you guys, I guess, did. But, I guess our next topic will be about the promise we had for 2019 for the rest of it. Uh, we're kind of right now, well, mainly me, but that's besides the point. The group is kind of in the middle of writing scripts, and we're trying to have more scripts where we can have animated videos that, rather than having to do a script at a time. and have you guys wait for each video. So, we might not be able to do a 2019 thing, unfortunately, but perhaps a 2020. So, uh, currently, right now, the script for the sequel to First Night Fredbear's is done. The remaster of Friendly Spring Chop, which was released a few years ago, but unfortunately, there wasn't really a whole much. Uh, I'm having to kind of like add more to it to make it a bit more interesting, but kind of fill in some possible blanks. At the same time, there may be a remaster to the Public Chronicles Episode 2, and possibly 1. So that way, it's... So we can have it up to par with the newer episode, but at the same time, let's see. In some way improving on it, mostly because, kind of looking back, there were some inaccuracies that needed to be addressed. And I'm sure a lot of you probably noticed a lot of them. But at the same time, with what we have learned so far from it, from episode 3, and also the fact that that we finally figured out the depth of field and other things, thanks to in part episode 3. Just to keep the answer short, want to get up to par. We'll leave it at that. I know it's not really a good at least a well thought out reason, but it's a reason nonetheless. So yeah. So this may be just a short stream, since there's really no aren't really any there's only like one person watching the stream, but whatever.
I'm sure people will watch it later.
Probably. I don't know how many servers I tried, but Ghost Rider, did you share a link, the stream link, by chance? Because, yeah. Now that I kind of think about it, because I think in December I'm going to be visiting relatives in Washington, but uh, it may be a week. It may it may be 2 weeks. But I'm kind of thinking about maybe we can do a holiday stream for December.
Sound, sounds like an idea.
I'd have to see what we can do on it, but maybe our audience, our audience that may be watching this later on. But audience for December, because right now we're only going to be uploading one more video, and that's going to be at the end of this week, or possibly the next. And that's going to be our 4th installment to the Minecraft gameplay. And there won't be another one until January. Mainly because kind of wanting to spend time with family for the most part. But there will be a stream, so there is that. So maybe I could, provided my my computer tower doesn't rev up. So maybe I can do something Minecraft related, or a game that's would be that I'm sure people don't really record on YouTube anymore, like Champions Online or Star Trek Online, or maybe another Gmod or something like that.
We all know that people love a little bit of prop hunt now, do we?
Or maybe we can do a little bit of hide and go chic. And I just did the Dr. Evil thing. $1 million.
You see, Mr. Powers, I love gold.
I like gold.
That's someone else I believe, but still. That was from an Austin Powers movie.
It's like, and I shall call this plan Preparation H.
I mean, I guess that we could have people vote on what they want to do for the holiday stream.
Right. So, I'll leave that to our viewers and our subscribers who may be watching this stream later on in the day and the night, possibly. And we'll go from there. If you guys don't want that, we can also do a stream, kind of, maybe make a Source Filmmaker map. So I'll leave that up to you, our subscribers, and our viewers, to make that decision, whether you want a game, or would you want a stream where we make a Source Filmmaker map via SDK Hammer. Now, bear in mind, for the most part, I'm right now the only one that's kind of making the maps for the group. So, if you guys if you're map creators or model creators, or even animators, maybe even script writers, if you want to join our Discord group and kind of take part in these projects that we come up with, you're free. You're free to join. There is a link in the channel trailer and in the Minecraft gameplays. But bear in mind, there are also some server rules too that you'll have to go over. But bear in mind, you don't have to be at our level of expertise to join our group. If anything, you can be relatively new and you can still join the group. But also, if you so desire, you can partake in the animator shop that I personally will be hosting. So, I'll leave that up to you guys at this point. So, do we have anything else we want to talk about on the stream?
Not that I can think of, because I was about to mention animators workshop until you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stole the words from his mouth.
We also do have a Facebook group as well, on top of a Tumblr and a DeviantArt page. I am kind of considering making a regular web page, but we're not big enough to actually do that yet. So, but that aside, I think we'll go ahead and just end the stream for you folks, and you guys can leave a comment below and kind of let us know what you want us to do for December, for the December stream. And also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you personally can be left up to date with the latest videos to be released. And I'd like to thank Toxic Rain and Ghost Rider for joining the stream of their own volition. And yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
So, probably next stream I'll see probably about kind of showing the Discord icons, I think. But other than that, this is Lepidus of Lepidus Grand Cinema, and I will see you in the next stream and video. And as always, good hunting.